Hey everybody, James here from Mogul Mastermind. So excited for our topic this month. As you guys know, everything we do is directed around driving value, knowledge, and education to real estate investors. And one of the most important skills that you can cultivate as a real estate investor is, in fact, your sales skills. So that's what we're going to be talking about. We're going to take industry professional knowledge, tips, tricks, and secrets that happen on the sales end of the business. So whether it's negotiating a deal, negotiating with a joint venture partner, you name it, we're going to be talking about it. And we've gone out and asked Mr. Doug Myers, a Grant Cardone 10X trained student. So somebody that knows the elite Grant Cardone sales system to come and talk about sales that pertains to the real estate investing industry. Doug, we are super thrilled to have you come speak at Mogul Mastermind.
Yeah, thanks, James. I'm really looking forward to it as well. And like you said, I am somebody who's working at Grant Cardone's Vancouver office. So I've been here for quite some time now. I'm a sales and marketing manager here. And I've been a real estate investor for the past 9 years. And what I found in getting trained with Grant Cardone and his sales system is really like, there's a piece of what we teach here on the sales side of things to businesses. When we do work with real estate investors, realtors, anybody who has a sales team or a sales organization, and there's a piece over here that needs to be brought into the real estate investing conversation. So you hit the nail on the head off the top. Particular areas when it comes to being a real estate investor, first and foremost, raising capital. Okay, if you can't get money for your deals, it doesn't matter how many deals you have. The second piece of that would be finding deals, right? So how are you actually going to go out into the marketplace and create opportunities? Now, we know the MLS system exists. We know there are places where you can find them. But the reality is a lot of these deals are created off market. And the only way you create off market relationships is by making calls to people you don't know, connecting with people who aren't in your network, developing relationships with them. And when you make those calls, it's really important to stand out from the pack, actually have a quality greeting, know where you're trying to take the call, create an appointment where they're actually going to be excited to see you and see you as a professional, lock it down and actually get them into that appointment set. So you can tell them what it is that you do, get their full attention, and create an opportunity where you guys can do business together. So that's the first thing we're going to be talking about in the mastermind or in the meeting, is we're going to be talking about how do you actually create a good greeting that's going to get you seen as a pro and get you more appointments so you get in front of more investors, more lenders, more deal opportunities. The second thing that we're going to talk about, James, is about follow-up. Because as investors, this is where we just completely drop the ball. I know I've done it 1,000 times. You talk to someone at a networking event, you meet somebody, you get on a good conversation, and they're like, yeah, I've got some money, I want to invest. Or yeah, I've got this deal, do you want to come in with me? And then we forget that even happened. We don't send any follow-up email. We don't shoot them a text. We don't get back in front of them. And then one day we're sitting there with like this golden opportunity. It's like, okay, who do I remember that was actually looking to invest? Oh, that's right. Let's call Joe. And you haven't talked to Joe in 6 months. And you're like, hey, Joe, I got a deal. You still got that 100 grand? A, terrible call. B, you haven't created a relationship because you had no plan, no process for follow-up, and you didn't add value between the time that you met them and the time that they were willing to do a deal. So that's the second piece that we're going to talk about in the session, is how do you do actual quality follow-up so that when that investor, that deal opportunity comes up, you can actually marry the two because you've created a relationship, you're out of obscurity, they know who you are, and then you can actually put that together and do business with each other. So two great topics, the greeting, the follow-up. I mean, gosh, I could talk on this stuff for hours, but that's going to cover the meeting. I'm pretty confident on that. And the last thing I'm going to do is just convince everybody that whether you like it or not, you are in sales. So as a real estate investor, you are a salesperson. So I'm going to sell you on convincing you that you are, in fact, a salesperson. And that's a good thing, because that means that you can create opportunities for yourself, your family, your community, to ultimately do more deals, earn you guys more money, and live a higher quality of life. So, James, I'm really looking forward to it. Thank you so much for inviting me there, and let's make some 10X happen.
Oh, I love it. As you guys can tell, he is a master of the sales art and the sales science. So those two pieces, for those of you that don't have a ton of sales experience, it's going to lay a foundation. It's going to lay a platform of basic sales know-how you can take out into the real world and start finding your next deal and your next joint venture partner. So thank you so much, Doug. We really appreciate you coming to talk to us about some of these essential skills that people need to build. And of course, last Wednesday of the month, that's March 30th. Check the link below to make sure you're registered. Come see Doug talk about elite level sales skills that you as real estate investors can take with you. So Doug, have a good one, and we can't wait to see you at Mogul Mastermind.
Likewise. Thanks, James. We'll see you there.